Hey there, YouTubers. Me again. I want to let you guess what we're going to do today. Yep. These are sway bar links. You know, they go on each side of the sway bar, and it keeps the car from doing this. You know, when you're going around a corner, the car's going to want to lean, and this will kind of help keep it straight. And according to the Mercedes dealer, because my wife likes to bring it down there and get it checked out on occasion, they said these are wore out. I personally have not looked at them, but I'm going to take their word for it. But it seems like every time I've done that in the past, I get into it and realize there's nothing wrong with this stuff. So hopefully the Mercedes dealer is a little more honest than the last bunch I've dealt with. I had my front end aligned on my little truck, on my Sonoma, and the first 2 or 3 shops I went to told me I needed stuff I didn't need. Tried to charge me big dollars to repair stuff. I think this was, to replace these were like $900. Really? These were not cheap. I think these were, what's a Mercedes, right? I think we ran into $130, $160 for this pair of these, which is not cheap. It might have been less than that. I don't remember, but it wasn't $900. So we'll see just how hard it is. If it's really hard, well then I'll see $900. But I got a funny feeling it ain't going to be that hard. So let's get started. Now these cars are 100% plastic on the underside, and you've got to find the stuff that's hidden under the plastic to be able to jack it up. If I just start jacking up what looks like frame, this looks like frame, but it's not. You see these two little marks right here? See that? We can jack up on that spot. So that's what we're going to do. Now this one's a piece of cake, unless it decides to spin, and then I'll show you how to deal with that. But we're just going to zing this off. Hopefully, it's gonna give me some trouble, which is kind of par for the course. Can't tell if the socket's just coming off of it. Yeah, what's happening is the shaft is spinning. This shaft is spinning instead of the nut coming off. Okay, but cleverly they put a little Torx T40 socket right here, so we can put a T40 wrench in there, which I didn't bring. So what I have to do is, because I don't have an 18mm wrench, I mean I have one, but I don't have a ratcheting, so I'm going to use a 3/4, which is fairly close, and then I'm going to put this in here to hold it. Otherwise I'm going to have to sit there and actually, there, that's all we're going to do until it comes off. Actually, I have a T-handle. I should probably use it. I'd say this one is worn out. See how it's moving around so much? We'll see how bad it looks when we get it out. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. I think you can. If you don't have a ratcheting, you're simply going to have to take it on and off and on and off and on and off. And there we go. Okay, there's that one. And we can't scoop it out of there. That ain't bad, honestly, but that irritates me because that is far from bad. It is far from bad. That really irritates me that dealerships or any shop would do that. Say you need parts that you don't need. There's nothing at all wrong with these sway bar links. Nothing. You know, you can't trust anybody. That's really, my wife would have trusted them and replaced these without even questioning. And there's nothing wrong. I'm going to check the other side and see if I'm going to go ahead and pull this one off. And but I'm really not very happy about it because this ain't going to want to go. Let me see if I can put some leverage to it, because I'm in an awkward spot for this. But there's really nothing at all wrong with this thing. I guess we're going to do it down here. We'll put the wrench underneath. There we go, and then I can get another wrench on it and push down on it. Push down on it. Push down on it. Yeah, push down on it. Yeah, but you get the picture. So I've got the wrench down here, and that way I can get underneath it and push that way. Hopefully, that'll snap it loose. But honestly, folks, there's nothing wrong with the sway bar link. So I'm going to go discuss it with the wife, and we may be putting this one right back in. So we'll see. What you must know is there is a right and a left on these. I already got the other one somewhere else, but if you try to put the wrong one on the wrong side, it won't go. So these are stiff. So make sure you if you buy only one side, make sure you get the correct side. And there we go. Alright, and we just put the nuts on there. They should, with them brand new, I might be able to zing these on with the pneumatic. If not, it's the same process. You can put the little wrench in the middle. Actually, the bottom one you can't get at with a pneumatic anyway, so you'll have to, I might be able to zing it in with a pneumatic ratchet, but I can't get it with the impact. This one we can probably try to zing in. There we go. She's in there. Alright. This one we'll probably just have to wrench on one at a time, but we'll try it with a ratchet. Let's see if I can get in here with the old... Ooh, maybe not. Come in from underneath, most likely. There we go. Well, I used an adapter, so I wouldn't have to change ½ inch, but it's going to make it too long. So, we'll just have to get a regular 18 millimeter. Well, it won't tighten, so we will have to, we'll do it for another second or two, try it. It looks like my arm's probably in the way. Yeah, it is. But you can see what it's doing is it's spinning in there. So we will have to get the I'll go back underneath, so, well, you can't really see much of anything. But we're going to have to do this deal again on this. I'm going to have to get back underneath it. And unfortunately, it's on the back side, so I cannot get any kind of video on that. But you get the picture. She's in. All right, I just got to tighten that nut up. And that'll be that. That's the end of putting that in there. Not rocket science. Pretty simple. The hardest part about it is that, you have to do the whole, zing, zing, zing thing. But that's not any big deal. And the fact that this is difficult to get at, you can, like this one up here is so nice and easy because we can just put the pneumatic impact wrench on it, boop, zing it right on and off. But this one's a little more difficult, but again, not hard at all. The hardest part really is taking the wheel off and lining it back up, because it was, I don't know why they thought of studs. On my BMW, I replaced the bolts with studs because that's just crazy. So anyway, there you go. Now you know how to do that. Just put the wheel back on, and you're golden. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope this helped you do your project. Hopefully on your project they were actually bad. You gotta just watch out for people who fix cars. I'm just saying. You think used car dealers are bad? I'm finding out that any kind of person, any kind of mechanic shop, finding an honest one is not easy. Okay? But anyhow, if you do end up changing yours, now you know how. I hope this video helped you. If it did, please, by all means, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, tell your friends, and, all that good stuff. Please subscribe. See ya!